All right. Good morning. Good afternoon. How are we feeling, people? It's Tim here. We've got another watch along. Festive fixtures are not over. Uh, Sunday, we've got an 8 a.m. kickoff here in the mountains. 3 p.m. up at St. James Park in Newcastle. It's about 7:33 a.m. here. Got my coffee, so I'm ready to go. Tell me how you're feeling. We got a couple of talking points before we get to it. Um, yeah, big up, Jake. Um, it's interesting. We've got Brennan Johnson starting. Looks like he's going to start on the right. To how you feeling about that? I think that's necessary. I think it's something we needed to see. You could see here the starting lineup, but and the bench is basically the same. The only from the starting lineup, Devaney drops to the bench, and Casey drops out of the squad, and Devaney is now on the bench. Frankly, I think that's better. I think Justin Devaney coming off the bench is probably something that will hopefully be able to help us. Um, Obviously, there's a lot of kids on the bench. Don't know if we're going to see Drakes Thomas or Benamar or Rodney, but I mean, just given how many games there've been, it wouldn't surprise me if any of them gets any minutes. Apparently, it is absolutely Antarctic up at St. James Park. Apparently, it's really absolutely frigid. Um, but let's get into some comments. I'm curious to see. Um, Looks like, hey, Jorginho. Yeah, I mean, this is a worry, isn't it? Because Johan Wissa is starting up front for Newcastle, and when he was with Brentford, he was a real menace for Palace. So that is a worry. It's no question. Uh, yeah, but welcome. Thanks for chiming in. Let's see. What else we got here? Samuels, afternoon all, Johnson, straight into the starting line. I think it's necessary. I think it's necessary, Samuels. Animal, afternoon. Yeah, good morning for me. Got my coffee, a little pre-AM coffee. Um, Feeling a bit more positive, the dog says, because of Johnson. I'll make a reckless prediction for you. Newcastle are going to come after us. They will, and they are good. And they press with a lot of intensity. They're very good. They have a great midfield. The hope for me is that you're going to see a lot of long balls into the channel that Brennan Johnson is going to be asked to run onto. And you know what? I have no problem with that. I have no problem with that. Kick it long. Great. Do it. Do it. Like that, I think that is the right thing to do because they're going to press like mad. And I don't want to see us trying to just play it out of the back, not until we force them back 3 to 5 yards. That's the benefit, I think, of having Brennan Johnson in the lineup. Um, yeah, big up, puppy. Let's see. I think we can all be happy knowing we have. Yeah, I agree with that, Animal. I think it's a very smart signing. Seen a lot of slander from um, Spurs fans that he just doesn't do anything and he's one dimensional. I'll tell you what, I don't care. I just don't care. If he's one dimensional with pace and arriving at the back post, that is what we need. I will take that. Um, was over the moon as a fan base. Yeah. I mean, I appreciate that. It was an incredible year last year for you guys too. I mean, lifting the League Cup for sure. Um, let's see. Yeah, good morning, Jamal. How is it? I bet it's a lot warmer down where you are than it is here. Um, yeah, Jake says Devaney off the bench. I agree. I think he's a good addition off the bench. Um, I think I saw something about Newcastle playing a very high line. and conceding the sixth most goals in the league to counterattacks. I don't know. I take nothing for granted. Newcastle's a very good side, and they play with a lot of intensity, and they have a really good press, and they have a dangerous midfield. So anything out of this game is a good result. There's just no question about it. Um, I agree that Brennan is a quality addition. Good to see Castro. The dog says, I think I would have started Lerma in midfield considering the physical. It's a good shout, dog, because look, they this is one of the problems with playing Newcastle. It's not like they don't have weaknesses, but the midfield ain't one of them. The midfield they have is quite good. Um, so let's see. Um, this will be a physical game. We need to be up for it. Agree. They aren't really playing well in the Prem. Yeah, but they do play well at home, Jamal. Um, yeah, I mean, maybe their bench is resuscitated a little bit, but it's not like this team can't get at them. Um, but yeah, I'm in Colorado. That's right. I'm in the Rockies, Jake. So for me, it's 7:39 a.m. Let's see. Probably says probably smart from Howe. I think Lacroix is better suited to dealing with Voltamata. I'm going to disagree with this. I think if I were Howe, I would have started Voltamata, and I'll tell you why. Because Lacroix has had problems in the past dealing with the striker who's in there to beat you up. He's got plenty of pace. Vissa is not going to outpace Maxence Lacroix. If that's the game, that is in our favor. The problem is Wissa is very creative, and he's at least playing against us, he's been clinical. But in terms of a matchup with Lacroix, I don't think it's a bad matchup. He's bigger and he's faster than Visa is. I would have been more worried if it had been Voltamata, because Voltamata will beat him up. He's got a lot of height on him, and that gives them a set piece advantage. So I was a little bit surprised to see that Newcastle is not starting with Voltamata, but Visa is still a very dangerous player. Okay. Yeah. Hope our midfield can stand up to the physicality of this game. Hughes is going to be busy. Damn right he is. That's for sure. Brader, yeah, good to see you. Tough game. Let's see. Like I said, this is I'm not expecting anything, but I'm, I hold out hope because again, Glasner will have a good game plan, and thank God we get the I think the talking point I want to focus most on is Brennan Johnson as an outball. We have not had an outball on the right. We just haven't. We've totally relied on Ty or Pino, really, if we wanted an outball. Now you have an outball on the right. Hopefully. I mean, I think it's going to be a long ball. It's not really like your classic outballs, but it's a it's a way to maybe, you know, turn the release valve a little bit, take some of the pressure off. Probably Devaney in midfield because he will bring energy. Um, I mean, what do you? Maybe I'll ask you this. I'm surprised with Livramento back that we're going to see Miley in the fullback position. That's a little bit surprising to me. So maybe tell us about that. Yeah, good to see Mr. Pekka. Same. Kev's in New Zealand. I mean, if we are, then we are. Kev, 72 degrees sounds quite good, but you're in the southern hemisphere, so it's summertime for you. I mean, Gaurav, that would be amazing. I'm not sure I would expect it, but I would love it if we could get over. I'll take that all day. What are the odds on Hughes coming off injured before halftime? Oh, don't even say that, Animal. Um, yeah, I hope not. I hope not. All right, let's a couple other talking points here. So, transfer rumors have not really heated up again. There was a Daily Mail piece from I think it was it Will Parkinson? I couldn't see it. I don't have a subscription to the Daily Mail, so I don't know what he said, but the Mail sometimes is sketchy. So, the the more recent rumor I've seen is that we are in for Strand Larson, but it's probably the wrong price right now. And we're also in for the Strasbourg striker. I thought it's the backup striker, possibly. Is it Joaquin Piermicelli? Is that right? Um, I'm not sure if I have that right. Strasbourg, by the way, I mean, I guess it benefits us if Liam Rossinier gets yanked into Chelsea and it completely upends Strasbourg's season. But talk about, I mean, they were they were really as a fan base, it was nice to see them. I mean, I could only see it on TV, but they had this banner where they were backing us on like, how multi-club ownership and just this nonsense around multi-club ownership had screwed us as a club over because it's screwing them over too. There was a bit of like simpatico around that, which I thought was kind of nice. I think they're getting if if Chelsea pulls Liam Rossinier out of Strasbourg, which I think is going to happen, it completely screws them over. So it does mean that probably there will be the opportunity to get maybe one or two players out of there, but it just f's them for their season because he's been brilliant for them. I don't know. I think so. Whether or not this Strasbourg striker as a realistic option, I have no idea. But apparently, that's one of the reports. Um, let's see what else. What others have said here. Um, Gallagher in. I haven't heard that, Gaurav. I haven't heard that. And I would love it. Can we just have Adam Morton get one goal? That would be good. Um, I think I'm with Animal on this. But you ain't gonna get Hayden Hackney, Animal. I've watched him. I watched the way Middlesbrough play, and the way they play between the lines is at least there's an echo of the way that we want to play at our best because there's some pace there. So Hackney does fit. So I agree with you. It ain't gonna happen. Not while they are in the running to for promotion. I don't know if they're still second. I saw them lose. Was it yesterday or Friday? Yesterday or Friday. Um, I don't know. I don't know, Jorginho. We have been. I don't know if that's still real, and I'm not sure that it's a good fit. I'm not entirely sure. Um, I mean, I'd love that too. Although I think I want to see Larnaca first. I'd like to right that wrong. Um, I just I don't see it happening. None of it really has seemed to be none of it seems to be real when it comes to Gallagher. But yeah, 40 million pounds for Strand Larson. That was an initial report of what Wolves wanted. I mean, you can't pay that. No way. No way. Morning Geika. Um, yeah, I agree with this. Recycled gossip. That is um I think that's right. I think that's right. And yeah, I could see why he would be frustrating for you to watch because he is a he's been a good player. He's got energy. He can run from in the middle of the park, but he does seem to lose the ball quite a bit. I just don't know that he's a fit. I don't know that he's a fit. And if I were Newcastle, I wouldn't be selling him for cheap. Why would you? You need numbers. So I wouldn't be selling him for cheap. And we can't pay a premium fee for, even though he is a Premier League player, we can't be paying a premium fee for a player who is kind of a shaky fit. So let's talk about another one that I really rate as a rumor that I like, and I hope it happens. There are two of them. I'll put them in order. The first is this: Jess Roxaki on the radar of both Swansea and Coventry. Now that I would like to see. I am not going to hold out hope that it is back to the Southampton willing to pay £10 million for Jess. That doesn't seem right to me. But I'll tell you right now, tell me if you would do this. I would do it. If Swansea comes in at between £5 and £8 million and says, we'll take him right now in January, you know what I'd say? Sold. Done. I'll take it. I'll take it. And I would do this. I would go and get Zachariah Elouadi. 1,000,000%. We are on the same page here, Brader. I would absolutely do it. I'd do that right now because Jess is going to be out of contract and we're going to end up getting nothing for him. He's not getting into the side. He doesn't fit the system. Sell him now. Give him a chance. And the championship level is right for him anyway. We need the capital. Bring it in now. I love that idea. Do it. Do it. So Jess Roxaki, twisted. So the Genk right back is a kid, 23-year-old kid named Zachariah Elouadi. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but he's an occasional, but not presently, right wing back from Morocco. So he's got a couple of international caps. He's not at AFCON right now, but he has the kind of numbers that Danny Munoz had before we took Munoz from Genk. He is a very similar profile, but a lot younger than Munoz. So I am totally with Brader on this. Go get him. Like, I don't think it's going to be too expensive. I think at the max, we probably have to pay about £10 million, and we need a right wing back. We badly need a right wing back. I would also agree that if there is a deal to sell França, I would do that too. And by the way, I mean, how must he feel? Because Brennan Johnson comes in. We all remember, I thought it was a mistake at the time to give França the number 11 shirt. Why on earth would you do that to that poor kid? You give him Wilfred Zaha's number. That's crazy. But we did. We gave him the number 11 shirt. It didn't work out. Now Brennan Johnson comes in, and we give Brennan Johnson the number 11 shirt. So I think, there just isn't any hope for França in this side. So if you could sell him for a few million quid and then redeploy that capital, do it. Do it right now. Same with Ahamada, because he's never playing in this side. A few million quid, get him back to Germany, get him to France, wherever, get a few million quid there. Let's see what Brader says here. He came into the Genk side as Danny's replacement. Okay. I didn't know that. So you've done a little bit more work on him than I have, but his numbers have been terrific. Like, if he's coming to the side to play that role, he's coming and he's played that role incredibly well because his numbers are terrific. The hype around França was a little crazy. Absolutely. Spot on. Let's see. Whilst I agree we need a right wing back, I wouldn't want to block Danny's. This is interesting, Gaika. Let's talk about this for a second. Because at Blackpool, my worry with Imre is injuries. But now that he's healthy and he's back playing with Blackpool, he's doing well there. He's doing well. And that's League One, but he's doing well at League One. And I love Danny Imre. I love him. I think he's a terrific player. Can he be ready for the Premier League next season? I don't know. I don't know. But you're right to point out that Imre is looking real good right now. He's been playing great for Blackpool. Um, oh, don't I'm not even gonna put that up, Monty, because I don't even want to hear that. Um, let's see. Don't start me on França. Um, let's see. If not next season, it won't happen for Imre. That might be right. That might be right. Um, he's done well at Blackpool. I don't know that that gives me enough confidence that he's the guy that can be on the bench. But maybe, right? Like maybe he comes into the side and he provides necessary depth. He's a good character. He's got a lot of pace. If he can stay healthy, he can have pace, he can provide width. He knows how to get a pass into the box, and he's unafraid. He's fearless about taking a shot. Like there's a lot of qualities I love about Danny Imre. Um, oh, I'm sorry, Bradders. Sorry. Thanks for correcting me. That's the one. Let's see what Geika says here. That's the one thing with Imre. He is still an unknown quality in the Premier League, sure, but we do need depth. We need depth, and so Imre as depth. I mean, I'd be interested in that. And who the hell knows where Caleb Kapora is? He is AWOL. I have no idea when Caleb's coming back. But yeah, what Animal says is if Imre can stay fit and make appearances with energy and enthusiasm, it can really go well for him. I agree. He's a fantastic character. I just love Danny Imre. I want him to succeed. Let's see. And Angry Boundary Street, good name. Imre is closer to Munoz style than Kapora and Cardines. Unfortunately, Imre, Kapora, and Cardines are all relatively. Cardines hasn't been, but this latest injury has hurt him. But Imre certainly has, and Kapora has been absolutely shocking in terms of his injury record, which stinks. Kapora is still really young, and he's obviously talented, but his injury record has been really poor. All right, 5 minutes till kickoff here. Hamada is hiding somewhere. I mean, he was in the under 21s, but he does need to go. Surely he needs to go if you can get him out in the window. But let's talk about the second rumor. So that Jez rumor, please, for the love of God, let the kid go play in the championship. Let's get a few £1 million for him and put that to work. Like, free him. He does not deserve to be in Turkey. He should be in the championship, and we should get a few £1 million for him. I mean, that is clearly that seems like a no-brainer to me. The other, and before kickoff here, we'll just mention this briefly, is Frank Lampard, who I strongly dislike, but is what it is. Coventry's been a good team, and he's done a good job leading Coventry. Still don't like him, but he is in for Romain Esse on a loan. What do you think about that? I think it's necessary. I don't know that I do it until we get another 10 through the door. I don't know why you would make your bench thinner when, even though he needs a loan, we need numbers. So I like it conditionally. We need numbers through the door. But he's not going to play, and he needs to go out on loan. I just hated him as the Everton manager. I just think he's kind of a punk. I really do. I think he's just, I don't know. He just rubs me the wrong way, Animal. It's not fair. I'm not saying that I'm right. I'm saying that he just rubs me the wrong way. Just, yeah, not for me. Not having him is what it is. Let's see. And that's interesting, Bradders, that the Blackpool. I mean, it does seem like it, doesn't it? It does seem like they really like him. And I do think I think it would be a good loan. I really do. I think it would work out quite well for Romaine. But this is the conundrum. We need numbers. I don't think SA is going to play, but we need numbers. So it's really hard. No, David is still injured, Durfez. He's still injured. He's not playing for Derby right now. With a little influx of former football pretend managers in Vieira, Gerrard, Lampard, and Rooney. But maybe Lampard breaks that mold a little. Maybe. I mean, he is, to be fair to him, he's doing a good job at Coventry. But he just he has that, he gets into it with opposition fans. I don't know. You know what? Maybe if he's your manager, you love that about him, that he is kind of a punk, that he will get into it with the opposition fans. Maybe if he's your manager, then he's your punk and you kind of love that. But he ain't my manager and I think he's a punk. So I don't know. I'm probably being unfair. I mean, let's be honest. I'm probably being unfair and pretty harsh because he was a great player and he is doing a good job with Coventry. You are. I'm going to save that question for halftime. I am saving that question for halftime, Animal. I will let you know because I may not want to talk about the game at halftime, but I hope I'm wrong about that. I really want to see something here. So getting close to kickoff. I show the team is at center. They're just huddling up, getting ready. We need a big performance here. We really need a big performance here. I don't know. I think he needs to be sold, to be honest. I think that's the right move. All right. Palace to kick off here. So looks like it's Pino up top. If anybody's at the game, texting from the game, let us know, or let us know you hear. But apparently it is absolutely frigid in Newcastle. So, I mean, hey, just on the other side of the Scottish border, can't say I'm surprised it's freezing in January. Okay, kickoff, here we go. So Palace kicks off. Dino up top, good. That's what I want to see. I want to see just a lot of long balls. That's, for me, that's that's what I want to see. So negative 15 Celsius, though. So that is very cold. That is absolutely frigid. Good. I really want to see that. I mean, look, I think I'm not saying it's great football. It's not going to be, but I don't really want, this is not the game for beautiful football. This is the game for what in the NFL you call smash mouth football. That's what this game is for, which is physical, nasty, give them nothing. Absolutely nothing. That's what I want to see. Just make it absolutely miserable. Give them no space whatsoever. Back in Newcastle with it. And it looks like back out to, I think that's Shar. Hall, who I rate, is playing at left back. We all remember, I think, when he was supposed to be in a Palace shirt, but I think it's probably better. Kid's a Newcastle fan. That was probably the right deal for him. And given his injuries, I have no doubts about his quality. And we are pressing here. We are pressing. I'm very surprised by this. I'm very surprised, but that's a good out ball to Joe Linton. And there's Mark back to Dangerous. Dangerous. They broke the press there. That's a really good ball into the middle for Joe Linton here, and it's an immediate 3-on-2. Actually, yeah, it was a 3-on-2. It wasn't a 4. It looked like it was going to be a 4, but Wissa hits it first time. Good save by Dino. Good. I'm very happy to see this, of just, playing the ball and just fight for second balls. I'm good with that. I know it's not the way Glasner typically likes to play, but I really prefer that for this game. I think it's better. I do not want to invite Newcastle's pressure. I want them to force them to play a different game. Kleine on the throw-in. 3 minutes. Okay. Johnson into no man's land, and that's going to be a throw-in. Okay. So now the throw-in's going to trigger. Is it a press? Not really. So throw in for Newcastle. That should be a Palace throw in. Very nice. Yeah, very nice. This should be a Lerma long throw. I don't know if he did or he didn't. I'm not sure. But the important thing is, I think, at least in these first 4 minutes, this is not the way Newcastle wants to play. I like that. This is what I want. Don't let them play their game. Long throw in for Blair. That's a good long throw. Okay, into Ty. Back out to Lacroix. Adam. Just doesn't quite come off. Little scrappy there. Adam got a knock there. Joe Linton. Joe Linton comes across him. Stefano, I don't think that's a penalty. Are they calling for a penalty here? It's outside the box. It's a foul. Probably is a foul. So win the second ball. Very good. Good job. Good job. Very nice. Good hold-up job by 11 there. That's not quite one-dimensional. I'll take that. Okay, Mark playing with it. Okay, turn. Yes. Very good. Get out there. Use it. Yes. Get out there. Come on, Ty. Ooh. Looks like it's deflected. Might be a corner with Yuzi. That's a decent cutback ball, but is that Pino that's getting in the way? It looks like that's a confusing run. Mark talking to Yuzi there. All right, it's not a corner. It's a long throw. Lerma. Lerma on the long throw here. Another good long throw. Very nice. Okay. Newcastle breaking. Fortunate because it looks like Gordon fell there. Is that offside? Offside. It should be a throw-in. Nice by Kleine. Should be another long throw. Here we go. Is this the third long throw already? Coming up on 7 minutes. Long throw. Lerma. Well, that's close to the keeper. That should be out for a corner. Looks like Shar hits that out for a corner. Okay. Got to beat the first man this time, Adam. Come on. A little bit better. A little bit better this time. Let's get it past the first man. Go to the far post. Better. Better. Nice, Yuzi. Nice. Okay. Back to Ty. Back to Dino. That's better than before. I'll take that. Yuzi is playing in a really interesting position here. Can anybody tell me what you think he's doing? Oh, go on. Go on, Brennan. That ought to be a corner, right? That was a goal kick. Okay. Newcastle out fast on the goal kick. It was really strange to see where Yuzi got himself into on that ball through. That is misplaced pass for Newcastle. Should be a throw into Palace. Or is it deflected? Is it deflected? Glasner wants his players forward here. You can see that. Yeah, it's a Palace throw. I agree with this. I'd like to see him shoot. Shooting would be an improvement. Going nice. Well done by Yuzi. Offside. Nicely done. Good job by the defensive line there. I mean, he is physical. He is physical. He's a player. Well, I have to say, so far, this is a better start. Like, it's taken a bit of the sting out of the game right away. Just not allowed them to press the way that they've wanted to, which is good. Go on, Ty. Yep, Pino loses it, but there's Yuzi. Back to Mark. Back to Yuzi. Back to Wharton. That wasn't quite right, but good job by Lerma there. Good job by Lacroix. So now Newcastle coming back out. Mark, Wharton, over to Lerma. Lerma back to Lacroix. There's Yuzi. Tries to find Pino there. It just doesn't come off, but that's good by Wharton. Good by Mateta. He tries leaving it for Johnson. I'm not going to be harsh on him. It's not a bad idea by JP there. Okay, everybody back. Squeeze in the channels. It's going to be Murphy running. And out by Mark. And, oh, go on. We have a foul here. Or was it a handball? Come on, Pino. Got to get up. Looks like he's just adjusting his boot. Okay. Coming up on the 12th minute. Looks like Tonali on the ball. This is probably going to be delivered. Yeah, I expect a bit of a training ground routine here. Tonali over to the right, looking for the first ball. Good by Lerma to win the first ball there. That's the nice by Ty. Well done. Well done. Just get back and defend here. That is not a foul. Good. Good. Okay. Newcastle just trying to work it into the box here, and that is way overshot. That'll be a goal kick. Hey, Sean. Yep. I mean, it's been like this for a while. Usually, if Lou can't do it, then I'm on my own. Oh no, are we gonna try to play out now? Oh boy. Oh, this is not my favorite. No, okay. So tried to bait him and then go long. Yeah, go on, run with it, Brennan. Run with it, Brennan. He doesn't get that one right. To be fair, they were all over him. But if that ball is going to be there, I'd like to see more of it. And honestly, I kind of like that idea of trying to bait them into a high press and then go over to the top. I don't have a problem with that. I just don't want us playing out the back. Okay. So over the top, very nice. Well defended. Nice. Mark gets Tonali there. Throw in. Yeah, you don't like Tyndall. I don't blame you. There's Tyndall has there's a lot of Tyndall memes out there. So can't that's oh, all right. Run onto it, get there. Nah, that's a little too long. It's gonna be a throw in. 15th minute. Lewis Hall on the throw in. To Joe Linton. It's going to be another throw in. Back to Joe Linton. Back out to, this looks like maybe Miley out here. Nice. Nicely done. Oh, Ty got a bit turned around there. Well, good. I mean, we're playing some aggressive. There's some aggressive defending here, which I like. That should be a corner. Nice for Ty to get back into it. Is he a Charlton supporter? I didn't know that. By the way, if you haven't seen Charlton getting absolutely rinsed at Portsmouth, you know, they right after their chant, Portsmouth came in and scored on them. It was brilliant. It was so funny. All right, corner, need to defend this. They're lining up at the back post. I don't like that. Come on. Okay, here they come. Now so back post. Good by Dino to get a hand on it. Another one deep in. Good. Oh. Whew. Dino punches it right back into the area, creates that shot for Newcastle. I mean, thank God he was on it here. That was not great. I wish he would have, like, credit to Dino. I mean, that's a great save. Great save. Corner. Back post again. Okay. Good job. Good defending and way to get out there on him, Lerma. Nice job. Nice job by Lerma there. That's excellent defending. And here's Dino. Excellent. Well done. Very well done. Get there, JP. Get there. Get there. Win it. Oh. You know what? Don't mind that. Don't mind that at all. Is that not offside? Is he seriously onside? It's 1-0, but I can't see how that's onside. Is he? I mean, that's tight. And isn't Gordon? I guess that's the other phase of play. So he wasn't. Yeah. I guess it has to be if Wissa is not offside, then I think it's. We'll have to see. Well, I mean, we'll have to see here. I'm sure it's going to get checked, right? I mean, to be fair, it's a great ball, but it looked offside. Yeah, it's offside. Okay. Chalked off. I mean, and a terrific finish by Gordon, but whew, very close. Very close. That's dangerous. And there it is. That's how dangerous this team is. Well, look at how tight that was. Very tight. Very tight. Warning sign. That was very close. Very, very close. Eddie Howe does not look happy. I mean, it's a good ball, to be fair. And Riss's ball is not great, so that ends up being a really good finish by Gordon. Ooh, very good. Nicely done by JP there. That's a corner. Well done. All right, let's go. All right, Adam. Another delivery like that last one. It's Palace lining up at the back post. And it's a good on the back post. I think that's, yeah. Lacroix gets it. Not quite. It's a good ball. It's a good ball. And I don't mind them targeting the back post by like that, by the way. Just get past the first man. Like, I don't want another performance like we saw against Fulham. I mean, so far, I mean, the team looks decent. And this is Oh, how about that? Nicely done. Get there. Get there. Get there. Oh, to be fair, that's good defending by Chow. Good defending by Chow. This is a great, nice little intervention there. Great ball by Adam. Good run. I don't think he can take it earlier than that. That's just good defending. I don't think he can take it first time there. If he does, it's full on blocked. He's got to get it onto his foot. I don't mind that. I think that's good defending, Earth. Another ooh. Adam's deliveries have been markedly better so far this game. Okay. Mark into the area. Back to Wharton. Wharton to Jeff, who gets bumped off of it by Joe Linton. I mean, it's a high energy game now. Here's Mark. Gets it right back to Dino. Good defending. Good positioning. Okay. Just over JP. I still don't mind that. I absolutely don't mind this. Good. Very good. Go on, JP. You know what? Somebody's supposed to be there. So that is the out ball that JP is looking for. And you know what? Just nobody there. Good defending by Johnson there. What does Matthew say here? Can't wait till we start training again. Team needs to learn. Yeah. I mean, genuine, intense training. Couldn't agree with you more, Matthew. Like what we're seeing is like Rondo's games. The training we're seeing, like in the YouTube videos, I think is a lot more about building culture than it is about putting like tactics in the legs. So yeah. Well, he's looking, I mean, to be fair to him, yes, he passes it into nowhere, but that's the run that Johnson, under normal circumstances, would make. Like, that's what we have been lacking, and you just saw it again. So I don't really blame JP for that. I think that's more of Johnson and Kleiny not necessarily being on the same page, because somebody's got to make that run. This is so interesting. Look at where Yuzi is. Yuzi is like playing. Like we're trying to get the midfielders into the channel to try to help with play. That's a bit of a problem. This is okay. Oh, good block by Max. Lucky. Very fortunate. Lerma with the warning. Okay. Out to everybody back behind the ball. And it's interesting that we're playing like we have a midfield three. It's like Pino dropping into the midfield to just crowd them out and prevent them from playing through the middle. Tell me what you think about this, because I think it's fair to say, at least so far, Glasner has gotten this tactically about right. I still want to know somebody who knows tactics better than me. I want somebody to give me kind of some insight on what you think, that's offside, about what we're seeing with Yuzi and Wharton moving into the channel to play with the wingbacks. That's been super interesting. Yeah, that's fair, Matthew. Dino kicks it long. Good. Second ball. Get the second ball. Good. We've done okay with the second balls here. Okay, out to Ty. Tries to get to Yuzi in the area. And here is Wharton on the misplaced pass. Pino tries to run with it before he collects it. He's got to go get that ball. That should be a foul. Yeah, that's a foul. Oh, come on, Hall. You know that's a foul. Yeah, he gets the ball and Hall gets him. Come on. I don't think you can have any complaints there, son. That is absolutely a free kick. I don't know. Some harsh comments here on JP and Lerma. I think they're doing okay right now. I mean, don't get me wrong. Not Lerma, but JP has had some bad games. There's no question about that. It's not a bad idea by Kleiny. Get back. And Lerma out to Johnson. Pino. Win it. Should be a throw in. Scrappy there. Would you give it to him for the arguing or for the clattering? I don't think I'd give him. I think a yellow would have been harsh for the clattering because all he's doing is getting himself into an area. Oh, very good. I mean, JP's doing better. He's doing better. Like he's coming back for the ball. He's getting into positions. Well, I'm not going to disagree with that. I'm only talking about today. Like right now, he looks a little bit better. The drop off has been significant. That I don't think anybody would want to even argue that, to be honest. Okay. Please, for the love of God, do not try to play it out because that's what you get. A throw in for Newcastle. I don't like that. Do not play into their hands here. I do not want to give them any momentum. Animal saying, I just need Uche to come on for him in the second half. Yeah. I wouldn't mind seeing Uche at 60, Animal. I'm completely with you. And like the team, I think I'd like to see just Glasner try something a little bit different. Good block. Just to throw in a little bit of chaos factor. Okay. Back out to the right. Here's Miley running with it. There's Mitchell. Good block by Mitchell. Really do need to start putting some things together. Like, we've been winning the ball, but not putting things together. So that's a foul. I think that's a foul by Johnson. Johnson's going to get his first yellow card in a Palace shirt. Yeah. He yanks on him. No, he doesn't yank on him. He pushes him over. Oh, for the stamp. Okay. Brennan Johnson with the first yellow card of the game. Lewis Hall and Anthony Gordon over it. This is a decent position, but it's a little bit far out. Look for the ball to the far post. Please, please, please defend that far post. Good. Nicely done. Ugh, terrible kick. But good defending. Lerma down. Head injury. Oh, they clattered heads. Oof, yeah. That one hurts. That's gonna hurt. Chow and Lerma both get knocked. Ouch. All right, while they're down, I'm gonna get some more coffee. I'll be right back here. Keep it going in the chat. All right. Oh, I hope there's no sub, is there? Lerma coming up. Oh boy, it looks like JD is going to come on. Oh, is this concussion protocol? Yeah. I wonder if this is concussion protocol. Yeah. Well, if it's concussion protocol, that puts him out for Villa. That's not great. So you're going to see JD come in. All right. Hang in there, Jeff. Come on. All right. So, and he is a very important player. I saw just on the closed caption. That's a terrible ball. I think that was Gordon. Good defending by Mark. Very good defending by Mark. Oh, brilliant by Max. Absolutely brilliant by Max. Go on. Go on, run. Go on, UZ. Yep, get there. Get there, Pino. Get there. I don't like that. It's not that that's a bad pass by Pino. It's that he's trying to, like, Mark doesn't even know that's coming. So they're not connected. If they'd been connected there might be something. It might have been on. Tenali on the ground here. So JD is on now. It's really interesting. I'm not saying I want this, but Palace has been physical in this game. I don't think you win a physical battle with Newcastle over the durable frame of this game, but you need to have enough physicality to stay in it. Now, to be fair, we just lost our most physical player. So I don't think I'd want to be playing that game a lot. But, well, first, they just tried JD right down that left side, and he does a nice job getting it out. So expect more of that. Don't foul, JD. Decent defending there. Not bad. They are going to pick on him. There's no question. Okay, run. Yes. Get there. Go on, JP. There's Chow. Chow got back on him. That's good defending by Chow. JP's pace isn't what it was. Yeah, he does get outrun. Absolutely. He absolutely does get outrun. Johnson trying a trick, puts it out for a goal kick. 39th minute, we'll have some stoppage time because of the Lerma injury for sure. Don't know how much. Oh, very good. Johnson trying the one-time pass there to JP. Again, don't mind that, but that's really not ideal here. Out for a corner. They move the ball way too easily here. So, yeah, he's on. This is on there, I think. But here's a corner. And I think you can see that in how Newcastle is moving it. They look better moving the ball right now. I think that's fair to say. This is a different looking set piece here. So from the out swinger, goal kick. What is this? What is this? Okay. So now it's another goal kick. He's replaying it. Okay. This is Chow and Yuzi. First ball. Very good. Good job defending the first ball here. Nice shot. And JP clears it. It's a nice shot by Miley. Or not Miley, but Hall. Nice job winning the header by JD. I think you got to get into halftime here. You need a bit of a break. You need a bit of a reset. The early tactics looked okay. Newcastle is moving the ball much, much better. over the last 15 minutes, I think. They've definitely been the better side. Good tackle. Get there. Right idea. Doesn't come off. Had a bit too many of those. Bit too many of the right idea. Doesn't come off. Honestly, that's one of the stories of the season, to be honest. Oh, he's way offside. Get real. He's way offside. Come on. Don't even kid me with that. Yeah. He's trying to say it's an inch offside. You're out of your freaking mind. He's a mile offside. Get real. I mean, if he had been onside, it's great finish. But yeah, he's a mile offside. This is a heck of a shot by Lewis Hall, by the way. Get into halftime. Where the last 15 minutes have been too much of a struggle. We need to get string some passes together and get a consistent attack. Nah, come on, Yuzi. I'm going to guess 5 minutes of stoppage time. Long ball. Win it. Good job. Oh, really? All right. Back out to Miley, who has been threatening. It's good defending to rush the ball like that. Morton. Get there. Come on. Get there, Brennan. Get there, Brennan. Deliver. Oh! That's a good ball in. And I think it's deflected for a corner. That's a decent cutback. I think it's a corner, right? Yeah, deflected for a corner. And 5 minutes. 5 minutes stoppage time. Back post. Come on. No. That should be another corner, but that's a poor delivery. Very poor. You've got to beat the first man. Come on. All right. Does beat the first man, but it doesn't come off. Pope with the long one. And into Dino. Nicely done. And a long one. Lacroix with a bad ball. Just gave it away too easy. Miley out on the right. Okay. Good by Kleiny to get it out. Coming up on 47 and a half minutes. There's a ball in, and there's Dino trying to get Wisa. We have made it very difficult. So I'll give one positive here. Newcastle has really wanted to play through the middle. They've been able to do it a couple of times, but we've made it very difficult for them. And that is a positive. They have not been able to play the way they want to. That's a throw in to Palace. Should be. Yeah, they are. I mean, I think that's fairly clear. They're a good team. Newcastle are a very good team. The defensive setup has been good, but the offsides have been fortunate. Man, that is great by Wharton, but the ball doesn't come off. Nice. Yuzi. Come on, Yuzi. Pino, just go. Just go. Oh! How does Yuzi miss that? Oh! What a chance. What a chance. Honestly, that's a great ball. Oh, Yuzi. What a ball. Oh. Glasner just holding his head. I don't blame him. That is brutal. Brutal. But Pino got that right. Pino got that right. That is a great ball. Yuzi's got to get that on target. That's on Yuzi. He's got to get that on target. That is not on Pino. And this is one of the things that's frustrating about Pino, isn't it? Because we know that there's quality there. Good ball. Nicely done by Mark. Shouldn't be hitting that into nowhere, though. I think that's halftime. 0-0. I'll tell you what, I'll take that. Halftime 0-0. I'll take it because I do think we rode our luck a little bit. Let's get some comments in, but rode our luck just a little bit here, for sure. I think you could say that. I think you could also say that defensively, relatively sound, but the offsides bailed us out. I think there's no question about that. The build-up play has been decent, but once again, too many misplaced passes. I do think the tactic of just taking the press away from them was right. I also think the tactic of crowding the middle and just making it really hard for Newcastle to play through the center of the park, which is their typical strength, has been quite good. So there are some real positives from this first half, but the misplaced passes again, problematic. Yuzi missing the target, problematic. That wasn't great. But yeah, I mean, Yuzi's got to hit the target there. He's just got to hit the target. But it was a beautiful, beautiful pass from Pino. Give me it. Let's see what else we've got here. Yeah. How on earth does he miss the sitter? I don't know. I just don't know. But what a pass. Goes left foot, not right. Yeah, if he hits it with his right foot, maybe. Interesting. Great pass from Pino. Totally agree, Jamal. It's just a terrible miss, Trundle. It's criminal to miss that for sure. Shocking. At halftime, 12th. That's our natural spot. Well, yeah. Um, Gara had his Yuzi miss that one. Decent performance. Love the way we're frustrating them. I do think that is tactically decent setup. Decent setup by Glasner here. He's got it to take the press away from them, which I think has been smart. That's good. That's good from Glasner. Real I don't know how much we're going to miss Lerma in the second half, but I think we're going to miss him. The dog, very positive, but I am so sure of Newcastle dominating us in the second half. Ugh. Well, I hope you're wrong, dog. Wharton is a wonderful player. I haven't seen a player so good at his age in such a long time. I love him too. Yeah, totally right. Drake's Thomas in and Brennan. Do you take Johnson off? Don't you give him till 60? I mean, I think. We've had chances. Newcastle will also get 6 subs second half, and their bench 6 subs. I'm missing your point there. We get 6. Well, we have 5 in the second half because that's concussion protocol sub, right? Their bench is better than ours. That is true. They have more depth. Wharton and Pino have been solid this game. Have a feeling either one will get an assist. I hope that's right. Liverpool behind again, huh? Okay. Honestly, can't complain apart from Lerma being sidelined. Yeah, that stinks. 94 accurate passes to 194 for Newcastle. Can't say I'm surprised by that. Going to miss Lerma. I mean, if he's on concussion protocol, he ain't making Villa. So that is, I think that's right. And Johnson, I'm going to give Johnson some reprieve here because he hasn't even had a full training with the team. Let's see. They're getting behind too easily. Well, we're playing that offside trap, and so far it has worked. The problem, Steven, is the first time they beat the offside trap, maybe the first goal, and that may be it. That may get us done. Well, geez. I mean, yeah, but that I can't blame the club for that. Oh, I see. Got it. Okay, got it. If we take off Johnson, they're going to hurt us. I mean, he is the outball. He hasn't been as much of an outball as I want him to be so far in this first half, but there should be something. I hope we see something more from him in the second half. I do think that cutback ball he gives to Mateta is good. I think that was a good cutback ball. He gets into the area. Decent. Just need a bit more confidence and we can get the 3 points. I'd love to believe that. We can win this. I want it ugly. You need it ugly. In a game like this, you need it ugly. I'm okay with it. As you all know, I love defensive football. I want to make this ugly. I want to make them hate playing this game. I know I sound terrible. I'm the opposite of the beautiful football fan. I want in your face, you just are hating this game and you want it to be over. That is what I like because that favors us, I think. Our right side is being exploited. We miss Munoz. They're going to keep targeting. They're going to target JD. There's no question. I think this is at 60, Twisted. Oh, really? Okay, so they're playing even more than us. I didn't know that. Until we get our players back, yeah, we need to get players back. There's no question. And I think we are seeing that we badly missed Daichi. Although, to be fair, I think Yuzi's doing all right. I think Yuzi's doing pretty well here. Wait till 60 for a Drake's Thomas sub. Um, okay. All right. I saw enough from us and a lot for them. For me, we need a bit more composure playing up the pitch. They are doing a better job. Let's be honest and say that Newcastle, their one touch passing, their movement that first half was good. Let's give them credit. They're no mugs. They can play. And they did look good. Mateta needs some rest. I think that's true. An equal match game, but it feels like a smash and grab game. I take a smash and grab anytime. Deal. Um, Mateta most likely will get subbed off. I think it's 60. Let's see. Uche on, Piquet on right center back, and JD on left center back. Why? You're gonna have to explain that. And Durfez, Newcastle, probability drop from mid-50s to mid-40s, so playing better than expected per prediction models. I mean, okay. Like, so far, the thing that I'm liking about this game and the way that Glasner has set up is he's made it, and the team has made it, where Newcastle they have real quality and they are getting into positions, and Vissa is dangerous. So all of that is still true, but we are forcing them to play in a style that is not their natural style. They love to win the ball high. They love to press and choke out the opponent, win the ball high, and score early goals. That's what they like. They also like to bully their way through the middle. Neither of those things is happening right now. You can't say that Palace has been the better side. I don't think that's true. But I think we are doing some things that are useful. Doing some useful things in this half so far. Yeah, he hasn't been great, but he also is coming back from an injury, isn't he? I mean, usually the knock on his performance is he's got the best chance of anybody so far this game, and he's got to put it away. But he is getting in areas, and defensively, both Yuzi and Wharton have been excellent in making it tough in the middle. But this is right. They can do that. They haven't done it so far. So I'm shocked, Jamal, that hasn't happened, but it hasn't yet. And what Ed is saying, lucky to still be 0-0. Yeah, if either of those offsides happen to be onside, we're down 2-0, or at least 1-0. So yeah. Chow is quite good. I'd agree with that. Yuzi hasn't scored since August 23. Would be a great goal. When is that against Forest? Is that the Forest game deal? Or I'm sorry, not deal. Desi. I'm sorry, I got that wrong. Yeah, it's so yeah. We'll see, right? We'll see. So 0-0 is good. It's something you can hopefully build on here because they have not gotten what they want. They're not playing in the way that they want to play. So we'll see. Anything can happen. Let me go through some other scores here, and see what we've got. So I'm just going to check the scoreboard and see where teams are. Okay, Everton 0, Brentford 1 at the half. Tottenham 1, Sunderland 0, and Fulham 1, Liverpool 0, and that's at Craven Cottage. Yeah. Interesting. Interesting. I mean, yeah, I don't know. Let me get some stats as well, and then I'm going to come back to some comments here. So still 0-0. Really? This is surprising. Um, although maybe this tells the story of the half. Newcastle 3 shots, Palace 7, but Newcastle 3 shots on target, Palace no shots on target. Ugh. I mean, that says a lot. Chances created, Newcastle 2, Palace 5. Corners, Newcastle 3, Palace 5. Saves, Newcastle 0. Dino has made 3. Possession, Newcastle with 61% of the ball, Palace with 39% of the ball. That actually favors us. I'd take that. Offsides, I mean, here's the warning sign in the stats. Newcastle's been off 4 times. 4 times, Palace only once. Fouls, Newcastle 2, Palace 4. Yellow cards, Johnson is the only one who has a yellow card in this game. All right, fair enough. Some other comments here. So, Jamal, do you think we'll be better in the second half? We have any players? Devaney can make an impact. He's better as a halftime sub, but I don't expect him to come on until late, Jamal. So yes, and I think Uche can make a difference here because Uche is going to make runs, and he is a physical player, and we need physical players. So I think he can make a difference here. I hope you're right, Sean. I hope you're right. Mr. Pekka, if we can frustrate them further in the second half, I mean, smash and grab is just fine by me. I am never going to argue with the smash and grab if we can get it. It was against Forest. And I remember he was just delighted with that one, wasn't he? And it was that game where the Forest fans were singing, they were just having the best time, drunk in the away stand, and they just couldn't care less what happened in that game. They were just happy that they were staying up. Interesting. Drake's Thomas can have a positive impact off the bench. He's got good feet and great energy. Uche for Mateta. Drake's Thomas for one of the 10s, whoever needs to come off. I would expect it would be Pino, to be honest, Animal, if Glasner does that. Steven says, can't see us being better. Devaney will be for you sub. I can believe that. Well, we haven't gotten the ball into him twisted. So, and when he does get into, when he did get into position, the cutback ball to Mateta wasn't bad. Okay, we're getting ready. It is going to be Newcastle to kick it off. So let's see here. Getting ready to start the second half. Let me set this up. So Newcastle will be the ones to kick it off here in the second half. Looks like Visa. Bruno getting some fluids and some pills. I don't know what that's for, but he needs something. So Guimaraes coming on. I don't see any subs, and there we go. So we've started. Kickoff. And good defending by JD. Throw into Newcastle. Well, here we go. How's it going to look? So they are going to try to play a bit. Good ball. Good from Ty. Good from Mark. And, oh. Go on. Go on, JP. What? So they call JP for... He's fighting on the ball. I don't know. with a flailing arm to catch Tonali. I think that's weak. I think that's weak. Yeah, I think this is weak. He's just playing for the ball. Oh, come on. I think that's weak. I think that's very weak. JP is just he's just fighting for the ball there. Nice. Dino clearing it out. Very good. Very good. What kind of question is that? What the hell kind of question is that? How dare you? How dare you, Twisted? Come on. That is the, you know, that is the, not only can you not hit the first man on the set piece question, that is the, you couldn't even get it off the touch line. What the hell kind of question is that? I will tell you a little bit more about my coffee routine here on the throw in. So what I do is I get some beans and I get the coffee shop to grind them, put them in the freezer, and then I have this carafe that I use and I pour it over and I do like a really careful pour over and leave it on the stove. And so I can have coffee like all day. It's brilliant. It's really good. All right. So throw in Yuzi. Good job. Good job using the body. That, yeah, that's a foul. And that is clear on Tonali there. Are you talking about the dark arts? Yeah, yes, they do use the dark arts. That is a hallmark of an Eddie Howe team. And to be honest, we need to use the dark arts too. So, you know what? Who cares? I don't care if they do or they don't. What? It's a yellow card for time wasting. Is that on Ty? Oh, what the hell, man. Okay, ball in. Nice by JD. Adam getting it back into the mix. Ty back in. Morton tries to play it. Doesn't quite get there. Nicely done by Yuzi. Good job cutting out the ball. And that'll be a throw in to Palace. JD with the pass into nowhere. Mark's got to get it back to Dino. Very good. Very good. And Dino back up into the middle. Right now, the ball to Johnson is not coming off. He's got to get a bit more involved here. Okay, go on. Run. Go on, Brennan. Go on, Brennan. Good delivery. Oh, you know what? That's a good ball. I'll take that. More of that, please. It's just a little bit too close to Pope, but he's got to be. I mean, that is a good ball. Oh, that's a bad ball into, and that is stupid. Pino's very lucky he doesn't get he doesn't catch the player. Go on, Brennan. Run. That was bad touch. All right. Scrappy. Settle it down. Yeah. Agreed. That's a poor touch, isn't it? If he doesn't make a poor touch, that I think is in. He's in. Max has got a point here. Tonali gets him. And fair play to Max for getting back up and forcing the corner, but that's a pretty poor. He gets him right in the back. Yeah, that's poor from the ref, but fair play to. Okay, so who's coming on? I can't see. I did. Devaney's coming on, but I'm not sure for who. He's coming on for Kleiny. Interesting. Okay. So Justin, nope, Justin is going to play right wing back. So we want some pace. Corner. Get it? Okay. At a foul. No, it's another corner. Hey, come on, get it out. So Hall on the ball again. Nice. Good job. Mark winning the first ball. And go on. Go on. Yep. Ah, Johnson. Oh. I'll be honest. That is those are really frustrating because that is super promising and it just right into nowhere. That's the kind that must drive the gaffer absolutely nuts. Yeah, good job by JD clearing that out. Rodney is the other one that's on the bench. Animal. Go on, Ty. Good. Good. Go. Go. Oh, Brennan. You got to turn and run. Oh, great defending from JD there. Great defending from JD. But that's poor by Johnson. That is, I have to say, like, give him a bit of a break because he's brand new, but he's got to turn and run. That was bad. We get a little bit fortunate there because JD makes a very nice play defensively. But that, man, nicely done by JD there. But Johnson, damn, come on, son. You got to run with the ball. Yes. Go. Go. Not bad. Not bad. And good by JD. Good by JD here. Yuzi out to Mark. Pino. Run on it, Ty. Nothing there. Nicely done by Mark. What a tackle. What a tackle. I think Glasner gets a yellow here for absolutely giving it to the ref. I don't blame him because that's a brilliant tackle by Mark. He absolutely gets the ball. He doesn't get Tonali goes over him. That's a poor call. That's a really poor call. Oh, it's a card on Gay? That's terrible. That's a pathetic call. Brooks has got that one wrong. I'm sorry. Brooks has been I think he's been okay for most of the day, but that was poor. That was just poor. Oh, yes. Now show me another yellow because that's Devaney, and Hall drags him right down. That's a good play by Devaney. Look at this. Good ball control. Nicely done. That's a yellow. If you're gonna do that yellow on Gay, then that's a yellow for Hall. I'm sorry. That's poor. That's very poor by Brooks. Devaney, doesn't come off. Just not good enough delivering into the area. Okay. Nicely done by Mark. The one-touch passes are not coming off. Yeah, sorry. I know you're playing devil's advocate there, Animal, but I'm not buying that. I think it's terrible. I think it's 1-0 either way. I don't see more than one goal in this game. And I think the first goal wins it, Matthew. I don't know which side's getting it. But here comes Voltamata, and this makes me worried. So, because I think Voltamata is the better option than Visa. But I think the ref has been terrible here. Go on. I think first goal wins it. Nicely done by JP. Right idea. Nice by Dino. Just take no chances. That is lucky. It's not clear. Nicely done by Mark. Definitely not clear. Come on. Good clearance by Ty. Good clearance. Very fortunate there. I'm not going to lie. That's very fortunate. We've had some shaky moments. If we can string some passes together, I think we can get that goal. I really do. But it's the failure to string those, attacking area passes that is really costing us here. Because look at that. Great job. That is great by Wharton. Get into the area. Come on. Shoot, Pino. Shoot, Brennan. Oh. That just fizzled out. Okay, come on, get back. We're very fortunate that Newcastle is slowing it down, because if they weren't, I think we'd be in trouble. Nice by Yuzi. Wharton is down. Come on. Adam, you got to get up. Son. That is not if you're arguing for a handball on that, then you're out of your freaking mind. Okay, Wharton is up. Just a little bit of a knock. So it looks like we're going to see Barnes, maybe Ramsey. Yeah, that's problematic, isn't it? We just have not gotten into a free area to make it. The longer this goes on, see, now they're getting into areas. Fortunate. Go on, JP. Yep. Go on. Come on. Oh, that's a foul. Yeah, he's blowing it. And I think this is going to be a yellow on, who is this? It's either on Gordon. Is it on Gordon? Well, to be fair, I don't think that's a yellow card, but he did give the yellow to Gay for a very similar tackle. So fair enough. But I do not think that genuinely is a yellow. I think that's poor. Very fortunate. Very fortunate. Mitchell, terrific. Once again. Gotta survive this year. You're on 62 minutes, so you're gonna have Livramento, Tonali coming off. You're gonna have Livramento coming on. So Gordon, Tonali, and Hall are off. Murphy, Ramsey, Barnes, and Livramento coming on. So that's a lot of fresh energy and some quality that's coming on. And I'm really surprised that Voltamata is not coming on. That seems like a mistake to me, but hey, is what it is. Nope, there's nothing there. Newcastle moving the ball. Back to, looks like Miley. I'm surprised Miley stays on with Livramento coming in. Nicely done. Nicely done by Mark. Nicely done by Adam. Go on, Adam. Go on, Adam. Go on, Adam. Go on, shoot it. Ah! You know what? I'll take that. He takes the shot, but he slips. That is, I mean, that's the moment. I appreciate him trying to go one time and go across the keeper, but he slipped. That's bit harsh. Bit harsh. That's a shot on target, by the way, though. There's your shot on target. Free kick, Newcastle. Coming up on the 65th minute. Go on, Justin. Go on, Justin. Come on. Morton, back to Gay, back to Yuzi. Back to JD, back to Devaney, back to JD. Okay. So recycle, back to Max, back to Yuzi. Yuzi up to Mark. Nice by Mateta. Nothing there yet. Slow, little ponderous here. I'd like to see us get something out of this. Mark, Yuzi, back to Lacroix. Trying to pull him out a little bit. Just can't hold the ball. I mean, I would guess. All right, 66th minute. Joe Linton on the run. You're going to have to challenge him. Do not give Barnes. Do not let him get into the area. Nicely done, JD. Nicely done. That's good defending. It'll be a corner. That's very good defending. That's very good defending by JD. We're going to need him. Come on. Got to get it out. Got to get it out. Corner coming in. Get it out. I think that is going to be a Palace throw-in. That should be a throw-in because it's a ball to nowhere. And it comes over the top of the, does it hit the, yeah, that's just definitely shouldn't be a corner. Okay, here comes Uche. No. Do not foul. Do not foul. Do not foul. Challenge him. Challenge him. Go on, Justin. No. That was poor defending by Justin there, but he gets away with it. Ty just a little bit slow here. Okay. Good defending. We're under a bit of assault here. We're going to have to get it out. Adam gives away the free kick. I mean, he tried, but he didn't get it. Guimaraes. Yeah. To be fair, Adam has been doing well making those tackles this game. He misses it this time, but this is in a good area, so somebody's going to have a pop. And if this goes in, it might be ball game. So we're going to need Dino. So it's going to be Murphy. Boy, this is in a good position. Dino has got to be on it. Come on, Dino. Come on, Dino. Tries to go over the top. Good job. Good job. Very good by Max. Close him out. Close him out. That was 1-0. I think that's the ball game. I mean, honestly, I think that's the ball game. I think Dino can be a little bit better there, but you have to defend that back post better than that. Let me take a look at it, but he's onside. He's onside here too. Oh, poor defending. Oh, Justin. You can't let him make that run. Ugh. Brutal. Absolutely brutal. Well, I mean, look, you got nothing to lose now. Throw everybody on. Throw everybody on and try to get the point. That should be a throw in. Uche is on. Johnson is off. Give me your rating on Johnson in his debut. I think we got to give him a lot of grace because the man hasn't even trained. Nice. Nice by Dino. 4. Whew, that's brutal. Ugh. Uche trying to make the pass and doesn't make it. Nicely done. Go on. Go on, Yuzi. Go on, Yuzi. Now do not. That is a little bit lazy. Oh, Mark. Right idea, wrong pass. Go on, Max. Go on, Max. That should be a foul. I mean, they're granting us opportunities, but you got to get into the area. Deliver. Come on, Justin. Deliver. Adam. It's slow. We've really slowed down. Pino. Need a moment of quality. Need a moment of quality. Trying to get it into the area, and it's just not coming off. Get there. Come on. Nope. Justin. Mark. Mark out to Ty. No, come on. I don't know why that is a foul. That's a foul. I don't know why Pino is consistently trying to leave the ball there. That is not the place to leave the ball. He's got to know who's behind him. A bit of positional awareness is. Yeah, Glasner is frustrated, and I don't blame him. Because that just isn't. That's the wrong play at the wrong time. That's bad decision making. Right. 10 players in the box. Why are you leaving that when there are 10 players in the box? Okay. Go on. Go on, JP. Yeah, he's offside. And he was way offside, too. He shouldn't have picked it up. I don't think Mateta's been poor, but I do think that Pino has been good, but I really hate that feint attempt, too. Now he's off. Okay, here comes Voltamata. I didn't see the sub. So here's the run. Corner. It's a good block by Lacroix, but he gives up the corner. He kind of has to. Coming up on the 77th minute, Voltamata is going to come on here. And it looks like Miley's going to deliver the ball. Good job getting the first ball there. Now, Pino is still out there, so great save by Henderson. That was way, way, way too easy. Way too easy. Very fortunate, because that's Barnes, and he gets, man, this is a great save by Dino, honestly. Visa is off. Voltamata is in, and he's in for a set piece, and that is dangerous. Dangerous. Get it out. Or not. Just can't get it out. Set piece goals have been, they've just been the downfall, haven't they? Oh, it's Dino. Does Dino punch it? What happened here? I don't know why Dino punches that. That is, oh gosh, what the hell? So scrappy. That was terrible. That's a miserable goal to give away. What a horrible, horrible goal. Man. This scoreline is not, I don't think this scoreline reflects the performance, but it does reflect a real weakness with this team. Like, I really don't think we deserve to be down 2-0, but I also don't think that this is, I think you've seen the weakness of the team get revealed here. Oh, come on. I mean, just hitting it into leg after leg and body after body. It's just, and Adam makes the poor pass here. Don't foul. Don't foul. Don't foul. Okay. Offside. No, I don't think that's right. I don't think that's right. There's been opportunities. There really has been. And the finishing quality has been terrible. Again, and the set piece defending. I mean, you can't say that Palace should have 3 points here, and I'm not sure you could say they should even have 1 point, especially with the weakness and the poor defending on set pieces. Just that's so poor. Well, they're at it now. They're definitely at it now. And Newcastle, the last, I would say, 20 minutes has been easily the better side. We've had some pockets, and then we've looked second best for the large portion of this game. Uche running here. Devaney should be a corner. All right. Well, thanks for joining, for both of you when you did. Don't blame you. It's been rough. There have been good moments, but it's been so hard. Okay. Not a bad ball, but doesn't get past the first man. That's right. Man, that is good defending. Well, Pino getting back here is, I'm going to be fair to him, because that is, he's played well as the last man there. I know he doesn't have all the quality that we need, and he doesn't. Let's be fair. He's not gotten what he's not given us what we've needed yet. But I still think he comes good. And that was exactly what we did need in that moment. Ugh, Adam getting frustrated. He's looking frustrated and he's getting tired. Come on, JD. Come on, JD. Boy, they are in control of the game right now. And I don't know how much of this is legs, but you'd have to think it has something to do with it. Ugh. Justin, body language. Come on, get back in the game. Newcastle is commanding this. They're commanding the ball right now. It's too easy for them. They're just seeing it out. And to be fair to them, I mean, especially these last 20 minutes, they've been by far the better side. But the set pieces really did us in here. That is a poor mistake. Very fortunate. Very fortunate. I think that's Uche that gets burned there. Very, very fortunate. Yeah, there it is again. It should be a goal kick. Kids are coming on. Essay, Drake's Thomas, and Rodney. He wants to see something from he's giving it to the kids. He wants to see something. Take their chance. So JP coming off. I really don't think JP was not the problem. And I also don't think Pino was really the problem today. But honestly, yeah, Wharton coming off, Pino coming off, and JP coming off with Rodney, Drakes Thomas, and Essay coming on. And Essay looks like he couldn't be bothered. That was really, you better get that kid out on loan because he doesn't want to be here. Like that was terrible. He's brushing Glasner off. Sorry, you got to go. Get him out to Coventry. I mean, all right, 87th minute. Max. There's Yuzi. Rodney winning it briefly. And back to Max. Back to Yuzi trying to win it. Nope. Voltamata gets there. That is free kick. Drakes Thomas with the foul. We are not in the relegation zone. Come on, stop it. Max with the header. Uche. Nothing there. There's Ty. Mark. Yuzi. Over to Drakes Thomas. Loses the ball. Don't. Okay. Drakes Thomas wins the throw. Very good. I mean, this team is completely out of gas. We need a lot of reinforcements. Go on, Justin. Nicely done. It's good running. Good for Mark. Nice job by Mark, just hanging on to the ball. Get there. Come on, Romaine. Essay tries to get it into Uche, and there's just nothing there. '90th minute. I'm not sure how much. 5 minutes. Actually, I have to change. Yeah. So, do you really believe this, Colin? That can't be what you believe. I mean, I can't believe that you actually believe relegation is in the cards. There's no chance of that. Okay. Drake's Thomas, Uche pressing. Well, I appreciate that they're going for it here. but whoa, so lucky. Absolutely fortunate. Willock absolutely blasts it wide. I mean, good save by Dino, but good grief. Should be three. Absolutely should be three. Man, yeah, I think, wow, that was a wide open net for Willock. I don't know how he misses that. It's good play by SA. Good play by Drake's Thomas. Stay with it, son. Just run. Run, 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 run. Ah, Uche can't latch onto it. He was a little quiet. He was a little quiet. He does get on, he latches onto a ball and then he slipped. He does get a shot on target. And it's the kind of thing that we need. But he looks like a guy that just joined the team and hasn't played a lot of football, to be honest. And you know what? I mean, it's not surprising, is it? It really isn't. Ugh, foul. Drake's Thomas is a decent player, and I think he has a chance to do a bit more in this side before the season is over. But this, and he is giving it, like he's trying here. Uche over to Drake's Thomas, back to Ty, back to Yuzi. Yes, go on. Ah, Uche can't control it. So Eagles 1970. I strongly disagree with this, but I want you to make your case, please. Tell me who is your manager. Tell me who's your manager. If Glasner isn't it, then tell me who it is. Because I'm really kind of stunned that this is your take. But go on, tell me who is it? Go. Oh, you know what? That was a that's a pretty good ball. It's nice by Ty. Because I just don't buy it. Like 2-0. There's your final. All right, let's have some comments. Let's have some wrap up comments. I think we all know this was really unfortunate. We could all kind of see this coming. Didn't work out. There were good moments in this game. I don't think Mateta was nearly as bad as some of the folks in the chat are saying. I thought he was decent. Um, I thought Adam had a good game initially, and then he dropped off significantly. Um, I think that Husey was all right today, but he's got to score. The fact that if he scores that golden chance in the first half, I think it's a different game. I think it's a different game. I don't think Mateta was that bad. Tell me why. Because I thought he was putting himself about, but he didn't get himself into scoring positions, but nobody did. Nobody did. Like, and that wasn't really on him. The attacking ball to get him into position just wasn't there. Um, I do think Drake's Thomas still looks like a player to me. Uche didn't really do that well. Esse came on and did all right. I'm not sure anybody really stands out as you know what? Actually, I will say this. I thought Ty and Mark looked pretty good. I thought Brennan Johnson did what he was brought in to do, but he doesn't finish his chance and he slips. And he does look like a guy that needs training with the team. This is important because the creation of getting into high XG, whether or not it doesn't matter what you think about XG, getting into positions where you have a really good chance to score a goal, you didn't really see that. And that has been a problem for a few weeks now. And that really does that feels like the absence of Danny Munoz. It feels like the absence of Ismail Sarr. Feels like the absence of Daichi Kamada. I think we are missing all three of them very badly. And it's really hurting. Yeah. So 0.7 on XG for Palace versus 1.88 for Newcastle. Newcastle had 12 shots, Palace 11. Newcastle 7 shots on target, Palace 1. Newcastle 8 chances created, Palace 7. So Newcastle really upped their game in the second half to create chances. Is that legs? Probably. This has something to do with it. 8 corners, Newcastle, Palace 6. Dino with 5 saves versus only 1 for Nick Pope. 59% to 41% in terms of possession. Offsides were 5-2. Palace had 12 fouls versus 5. To be fair, John Brooks was terrible this game, but he's not the reason we lost. That is all down to the team. 3 yellow cards for Palace, 1 for Newcastle. They were better. They were just better. Last few comments here. Jason saying the difference is when we have the defense of the other team retreating, we don't really have any real ideas. We look very tentative. I think that ball that comes in just isn't good enough. Hasn't been good enough. But Pino makes the great pass into Hughes and he misses it. And there's a great pass, I think it's from Mateta into Johnson. And if Brennan Johnson keeps his feet, because he was going to hit it first time, if he keeps his feet, I think he scores that goal. So it's been it's been rough. But yeah, you got to be able to defend better versus set pieces. You get undone by 2 terrible set piece goals. That was just dreadful. Yeah, we need some players back, and we absolutely need more investment. We need more investment. Clearly, I mean, there's no question about that. I don't think it was a terrible performance. I really don't. But I think it's these details and it's these little things where you make a mental mistake. So conceding set piece goals, for example, and getting on the end of good passes. You know, JP doesn't have the pace right now that he has had. He gets beat by Chow in, that one-on-one, which when he's healthy, I don't know that he beats. I don't know that Chow beats him there. I think it's better. Well, I got to give him some. He did, and he makes some bad decisions, but I got to give him some grace there. You think You think Johnson is it in terms of giving away um the set piece? Maybe. Yeah. Um I don't think it was a bad performance. I think it was a very frustrating performance. I've seen a hell of a lot worse. I thought we were worse versus Fulham, to be honest. I don't think we were nearly as bad as we were, against Fulham. I thought there was a lot that was wrong in that game. That was a deeply frustrating game. This one, Newcastle were better, and the attacking third was bad. We know this is an issue, by the way. Yuzi, I thought was decent. Villa is a tough one. I'm not sure that we are. I'm not sure we're. That's going to be really hard. I think it's okay to criticize him, but I think the criticism that he's getting that he's not good enough is wrong. To me, that's my opinion. You're welcome to your own opinion. I don't think that's right. I would like to see him shooting more. I would like to see him getting into more positions. But I mean, what can Pino do when he delivers an absolutely delicious ball to Yuzi and Yuzi doesn't finish it? I mean, what can he do about that? Can't do anything about that. Like, I thought he was fine. And towards the end, when he makes it's totally not his job, but he runs his ass off, pardon me, to get all the way back. And I think it was on Miley, who's just running into the area, getting on a ball, and nobody else is back there. And Pino goes back and makes a good defensive intervention. He's going to play. If he's putting himself about like that and he just isn't showing the finishing quality. He isn't showing the quick release of shots, things like that. I get the frustration with him, but he's not a bad player. Absolutely not. Well, yeah, the game is gone by then. But if he was, how would you feel if he's just walking it back and it goes 1-on-1 versus Dino? The man is putting in shifts. I can't. I get the frustration with him, and in particular, when he does these leaving the ball, he does these little dummies, and he does the dummies in exactly the wrong positions. If he can get that crap out of his game, he'll be fine. He'll be fine. This wasn't a good game. It's not a horrible performance. I did think we were worse versus Fulham, to be honest, but I'm frustrated too that we just can't seem to get to back where we were, and with the players that we've got, which leads me to say, is this how it is until we get back Munoz, Kamada, and Sarr? If that's the case, and it's just survive and try to play for draws until then, it's going to be a long, long, long month. So I hope that's not right. I would not have liked to have seen that, because I don't think Uche plays the 10 very well. And I saw him put us in some pretty bad defensive positions playing on that right side at 10 a couple times late in the game. That was not great. But yeah, it is. This is a tough one. All right. We need to get some players in without question. I'm sure there's going to be a match reaction. I'm not sure who's on there. I may or may not, get on there to share some thoughts, but I think I've probably said enough. Tough game. I hate seeing it. It was what I feared, and this is what we got. So Newcastle 2, Palace 0. It looks like we're down in 14th. So a lot of work to do. Villa next on Wednesday. I will not be here for that because I got to get back to work. I'm off vacation starting on Tuesday, so I won't be around for the Villa game. So enjoy the rest of your weekend. I may or may not see you on the match reaction. Thanks for being here, everybody who was. Smash the like button. Subscribe if you can. Always up the Palace, as frustrating as it is. We'll see you again soon. All right. Take care, everyone.